I'm using this belt to calm my nervous system. And I'm holding on to this amethyst ball. Good morning. Today is Saturday the 6th of June. I'm not sure of the time. It must be just after 6 o'clock in the morning. I've arrived at Hari Pioka Hotel in Delhi in Paharganj Market, which is one of the main shopping markets. And although the bus was relatively comfortable, I've probably not slept properly. So I really wanted to get this reading out to you whilst I'm feeling raw and whilst the messages are coming through, and really to give you an idea of how I'm feeling and how I'm processing coming back into a place like Delhi after being up in the mountains of Dharamshala, where I am very much connected to nature and my environment. Because I am so sensitive, I really do pick up on the energy of the environment and the people around me. And so it has been very difficult, especially in cities and places that I can refer to, like Cape Town, where my energy gets pulled in so many different directions. And we end up going down the wrong path, don't we? And then we might look back at our choices and decisions as mistakes and project that feeling back onto ourselves. And shame, more than guilt and anything else, I think shame is one of the most low vibrational energies and demonic attachments that we can have, that we can carry. And if you're carrying shame, I really want you to guard your heart and protect yourself and pray against that and rebuke it in the name of Jesus and God. Rebuke any feelings of shame, because I think 9 times out of 10 it's a mistake. Maybe it wasn't our fault. Maybe it was something that was projected onto us, or circumstance, and we just very unfairly carry that shame, and it hinders us. It really stops us from stepping into our sovereignty and our authority. When I was coming into Delhi, the skies are grey. It's like being in an apocalypse movie. There are people sleeping on the streets, on the pavement, on the sidewalk. Families, poor people, maybe people that work on the streets, so they would just sleep where they work. I guess our homeless people in South Africa do much of the same thing, but here they're literally just lying on the floor with nothing. And then there was this big truck that came past my side of the bus, and I looked out the window, and it was full of cages. And in these cages were chickens. Now, I know what a chicken looks like. But these birds I don't know how they're bred or where they're bred, that are getting transported in these cages by the hundreds, are alive, but they're not moving. And, you know, maybe you're going to think I'm stupid, but what the hell must those chickens be thinking? Because every animal has a mind, has a brain, has feelings, these sentient beings. And that's always been a big thing for me when I've been traveling in India, especially with the dogs, you know. And I think what I really enjoyed about Dharamshala was just that you didn't have to worry about who's going hungry on the street. You didn't see half-dead, paraplegic, disabled people. And you didn't see starving dogs or dogs that had been in accidents with distorted, maimed bodies. I felt those bloody chickens. It's not a life. And our servitude is not a life. And carrying shame is not a life. And there's a moment between acknowledging or realizing and implementing so that you can ascend, where you need to really dig deep into the bowels of that shame or guilt or whatever it is that you're carrying, and understand that it is not of this body. It is not of the light being that we are. We all have different ways of dealing with that, and we will all have different ways of being able to release that shame so that it doesn't cause any physical manifestations of sickness and illness in the body and mental health and other diseases. Please protect and guard your heart from these low vibrational entities that are bound to attach themselves. In places like Delhi, it's sordid, it's toxic, it's dirty on every level. And I just pray for any being, human or animal, that is in suffering. Today's reading. So just excuse me, because my eyes, after having very little sleep and coming into a little bit of stress with my booking at the hotel, but I wanted to deliver this message in its raw form this morning, and I appreciate you for listening. Noble indeed are all these, but I deem the wise man as my very self. For steadfast in mind, he is established in me alone as the supreme goal. At the end of many births, the wise man comes to me, realizing that all this is the innermost self. Such a great soul is very hard to find. The wise devotee of the Lord knows that his love of God is nothing other than a manifestation of his unity with God. In his endeavor to gain the vision of the truth concerning life, the world, the ego, appearance, and the reality, the wise seeker sees one physical appearance as different from another, but inwardly he realizes that these differences are superficial. Just as all trees grow from the same soil, so all manifest creation has its origin in God. This is an unalterable, eternal fact of existence. In that vision, there is wisdom, insight, enlightenment, and incomparable love. Yeah, incomparable love for all living beings. When I was campaigning for the non-profit organization, it really hurt me when people chose. They would choose whether they want to give to animals, dogs, or humans, whether it's adults or children. People are making that choice. You can't choose when it's the same soul, when we are all made in His image. And you are hurting your own soul when you do that, if you can't see yourself as one with all. Incomparable love. This sublime state of supreme love of God is not attained in a single lifetime. We adore the perfect saint, the man of God, but seldom realize that he has not attained this state by chance or even by magic or miracle, but by many lifetimes of persistent and intense endeavor to reach the pinnacle of God consciousness. The expression used here is Vasudeva. This is a proper name of Krishna, which also means that which envelops all, the omnipresent, by which sign can we recognize the great soul. He is so expansive of heart that in his cosmic vision, all beings, oh dear, all beings are experienced as the one omnipresent being. He has been working toward the highest realization by constantly endeavoring to remove name and form, and by seeing the hidden inner essence, which is God. We too shall eventually reach this goal, only to realize that what we sought is the seeker's love. One optimistic note is possible here when the Bhagavad Gita tells us, after many lifetimes of striving, one attains this perfection. I think it is proper for us to ask, how do you know that all of us have not already been arriving? Oh, sorry. Let me say that again. I think it is proper for us to ask, how do you know that all of us have not already been striving for many lifetimes, and this is the last one? Is it possible? It's funny that I said arriving instead of striving, because yes, I think we all need to arrive into this realization. I see myself, and I hope you see me, and so I want to see you, and I do, and I feel, and it's so deep. I think that how I felt coming in here and my experience coming into Delhi on the bus, and again, being able to deliver a message like this really confirms the way that I feel, and my emotions, and my empathic state of being, and the tears, and it's just confirmation of the oneness that I feel. And I'm not here to upset you either, because there is a duality, and I see both sides, and there is always a choice. We can always make a choice to still be good. Be good, do good, choose God. God is in all. So I'm going to end this reading, get a few hours of sleep, and then see what's happening outside in Paharganj, Delhi. I'm inviting you to share these messages with anybody you think will resonate with this divine guidance. And thank you for God's source and spirit, your protection, for your mercy and grace, for being in this space with us. Let us all be attuned to the high vibrational frequency of love and authenticity. And if that means having a good cry, just do it. Just be yourself. Let it out. Let it go. And let love into that space. And there is space. There is so much space within. I love you. Namaste.